history of this match.
This is Gachikun Daigo.
When you do it from pretty far away, Daigo can actually check with down jab after. He can
You know, in this matchup, usually, I tend to think that Daigo is really, really good against Rashid.
Gets the corner.
Yeah, they do have a couple changes to
But in this matchup, I thought Gachikun played really well.
Here in this season.
Yeah,
That jump out is perfect. You need to do that against Rashid, right? You can't let him get away with just whirlwind shotting all day. When he doesn't cancel it off a button, that's when you need to jump.
That's kind of the way Daigo's been playing the ground game. Baited right there.
And he used that new V skill into the target combo.
The target combo that's new in this season. Into the knockdown. Well, not new target combo, but he can cancel it into V skill, which is great, right? That's a new addition. That gives
With his light medium kick target combo or light medium punch fierce, he can all do that with. It's really good. Gachikun, I think Gachikun is so solid because his background is a Sagat player. And you know, Sagat players just have to sit there, right? They just have to sit there and like wait in Street Fighter 4, right? So what ends up happening is because he's so solid at playing that playstyle, he now switches to a character that's super mobile and has really, really good ground game. So he can kind of play that slow and steady style if he has to. When he has to play like the wait and see, he's like still really good at that. That dash up was brave as fuck. But he probably assumed he was going to do the D-trigger fireball or like whirlwind shot.
That's the bait. Yeah, Gachikun was thinking the same thing you were, which is I'm sure Daigo will back up and use this stage, and Daigo just dashes up with crouching light kick. Back throw on the negative frames. And
yeah, the forward medium punch is -2, so Daigo just walked up for the throw.
It looked like he was just sitting there ducking.
That's one thing Daigo does more than anybody else, I feel like. When there's negative frames or if there's space where people have just whiffed, he loves just walking up and trying to throw. And Guile has good walk speed, so it works out really well for him, right? He's like one of those players where you can't read those walk forwards very well. Daigo's almost on full meter, which means crush counter back fierce is really scary. Yeah, as soon as you get critical art, most Guile players are going to start to look for that, right? Anytime you see Daigo or any Guile get on full resources, you have to watch back heavy punch, because that's like the first win condition for critical art.
And Gachikun, he's like mid-20s over there, just got married, prime of his life. He's like, what am I supposed to do? That's true.
Damn, started around back fist. That would have also beat probably whirlwind shot. X Jam, Days of Future Past. That's me commentating with Past Me, the time travel. That crush counter is great.
Yeah, he's 50% already, and really just off the strength of standing.
Daigo, he uses back heavy punch a lot. I feel like more than other Guile players. It's a really good button, but he uses it just on the ground to back people up a lot. A lot of Guile players do jab back fierce or something and block strings. They use it in the corner when they want to find crush counter into critical art.
Whirlwind shot blows through the boom, working on Dizzy here.
Great defense from Daigo, uses the boom.
I think if he was going to commit to that low, maybe he should have done target combo, but I guess he was not he didn't know if he was going to get hit or not.
Daigo's going to be controlling the rest of the space for a good couple of seconds until it runs out.
Tried the air throw. The boom goes off screen. He can throw another one now, but double dash up.
Oh my god, he is swinging for the fences with that forward heavy punch.
Walks up and blocks it. Man, he's just walking.
He wants to walk up and block the V-trigger fireball, so he's plus. He was right. I mentioned this on commentary. But he was right, and Gachikun knows it. That's why he's like kind of doesn't look that happy. He whiffs medium punch, which baits this, because he thinks that's a boom. But then Daigo just happened to do something after.
But he was a little okay, so he had the right idea when he whiffed the medium punch.
So he was right? Like Daigo is like, okay, I did the right thing. I walked forward after, and you know that like if you're Gachikun, you're like, okay, well that hit, but he did bait me.
That was such a great range to use that V skill as well.
What in the fuck? That's what I mean. Like, what the fuck, man? Who else does that? It's such a unusual choice. But because against Guile, you have to really worry about his ground buttons, and you really have to worry about his booms. So you're not really usually thinking about that walk up and like whatever it's called. That walk up and throw, that dash up and throw. Also, Daigo does the forward moving boom a lot. Like, so you take a step and then throw the sonic boom. So it's hard to tell whether he's actually walking up to you or he's just going to throw the boom.
And he got clipped during the startup.
He's good at buffering charge. He's really good at it. NCR was great. I really enjoyed this event. I had a really relaxing, enjoyable weekend at NCR, which is why I think I had a lot of fun, and the matches were really great. Watch it when Daigo throws booms. Watch him step forward first a lot of the times when he throws boom. Because of that, when he actually does just walk forward, you don't think it's actually a walk forward. You're thinking like, oh, it might be a boom or something.
Yeah, and this is pretty scary to deal with. Kyle has pretty decent corner pressure, actually.
That's a punish. And if you're point blank when he does down jab boom, he can sweep after like that. That crush is so good. Man, oh man, oh man, you're smoked. I thought this was all Daigo. I was like, man, he looks good in the set. He made some nice adjustments after the first game. He's usually very good against Rashid. I like crouching medium kick light mixer because of the range on the crush. That was super far. I forgot about Sako versus Momochi. That was a great set too. Should have watched that one before we started top 8.
And the delayed crouch strong to kind of change up the sequence there.
All right, throw to the corner. And the V reversal again.
That was stand medium kick anti-air. You have to be a geometry major to hit that. Like, you have to have the angles perfectly calculated.
Back to back, it hits Gachikun. A lot of gray life adding up there.
Yeah, top right, you can see Gachikun's health bar. I mean, if he gets clipped, he's going to get all that life.
Daigo was trying to fake a boom, and so he wasn't really thinking about walking forward and blocking the V trigger.
And the flash kick baited. Daigo committed to it finally. Gachikun ready for it. None of that gray life ended up.
I wonder why he did medium punish instead of the crush counter. Maybe that builds more meter. I don't know.
Right out the gate. There it is. Yeah, Daigo a lot more active with the EX flash kicks. That's 2 this entire set.
Yeah, he tried a crouching heavy punch. See, this time he's close enough for the regular crush counter combo. Last time he was so far, he had to do the crouching medium kick, right?
Jumped right when he got out of there. That's a punish, but he lost the corner positioning. He's already almost in the other corner, though. EX again.
Flash kick.
I think he has the kind of that mindset, right? He's flipped the switch. He's like, I'm going to commit to it on defense.
That might interrupt whatever Gachikun's thinking now for the reads, right? In terms of what Daigo wants to do.
I love that walk up. Dang, he baited that, but he had V-trigger, so I guess it didn't matter.
He's going to be a little bit more cautious about the threat of EX flash kick.
The reversal again from Daigo. Just committing it to try to get out of this position. Back heavy punch. Jumps out.
The jump in, yeah, he's going to reverse the positioning here.
Oh, boy. Critical art?
He has critical art on deck suspended.
He's been getting clipped by those long-range crouching heavy punches trying to hit buttons from super far away or throw booms. That button is pretty useful, especially I think against Daigo, because he's not like walking back out of the range and throwing booms. He's like a lot of times he's just walking up and trying his own buttons. And it kind of hits super late, you know?
So Gachikun doing a good job of adjusting the range where he has those roll kicks. It's not easy to roll kick the boom. You have to be
crouching heavy punch is really good. It's one of, even with they nerfed it, it's still incredibly hard to bait and whiff punish. It's like the recovery after is so hard. It's easy to accidentally swing into it and get hit. Yeah, I mean it's not even that it just crush counters the Sobot from far away. It'll beat anything from super far away, right? It beats boom.
Oh, the interrupt. And there's the roll kick on wake up. Take the eagle spike after for the side switch. To the corner.
I like that he tried to bait the throw there. That was a clean bait if I've ever seen one.
He doesn't have enough bar to kill. The throw.
Chip is a big problem. If he takes a little bit more chip, raw critical art will do it. He can just do mixer and yeah, that was a punish.
Didn't even need to spend it. 2 antsy on the boom, and the spacing from Gachikun was perfect. Set point.
Gachikun just started cleaning this up. You can really feel like Daigo's, yeah, like I feel like he was trying to walk up and do stuff so much, and Gachikun just recognized that and was willing to just like stand in his space and then swing into it, where Daigo was walking up and clipping him. He did a good job of like not over-committing when he was chasing him. Yeah, that was probably roll kick critical art for Chip. Even if it didn't kill. This is side switch. That's all Daigo wants, right? Willing to take that to get out of the corner. That right there is one of the moments where I think Daigo before would have probably checked the roll kick by sweeping or doing down jab boom just in case they roll through. One thing I think he's usually very good at is staying at a range where roll kick is not a real punish on the boom and you can check it. But right there, like Gachikun stayed in the perfect range so that it didn't matter.
Looking great for Gachikun.
Is Daigo gonna commit to it?
Jumps out back throw. Caught him jumping. He's got V-trigger on deck.
And there's the activation as well from
I like
Daigo.
taking the regular throw there.
Just takes the throw off the wall, the cross up Gachikun.
I don't know how Daigo... I don't know what he tried, but I don't know how you could be ready for this because you're not going to be able to flash kick. He just ducks waiting for something. Then he like down jabs, maybe trying to throw a boom, and then the cross up just hits. I'm surprised he didn't block that because at that point, like you have to know he's going off the wall, right? I guess at that angle, you set yourself up where if you walk forward to try to block the cross up, then he stays on the wall, you could get hit, or if he goes high, then you can't chase. Rashid's wall escape is really, really good. Because the thing about Rashid's wall escape is even if you're trying to like snipe it, sometimes you can just jump back and do nothing. And if you go to beat the air escape, then you get smoked by that. You can't, yeah, flash kicking there is, it would lose to the cross up a lot of the times. So like your options there are kind of like, you know, okay. None of them are really that good. Some of them are okay. Some of them are all right. You don't really have like a catch-all answer here.